Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, Soul Master. That sounds like I'm going to host a jazz night. But I will be a friendly mortal master, how about? Because this is taking place in the mortal realms. Because today we're carrying on our adventure, the Iron Groves of Karaznethil, that we are playing using Cubicle 7's excellent Age of Sigmar RPG, Soulbound. We are making use of one of their web products, that is the Ruins of Karaznethil. So this session will contain spoilers for that product. But with me today are the stars of our Ruins of Iron Groves of Karaznethil adventure. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Cal, and I don't remember a lot about this character.
Excellent. Next up, I think it's been for at least a month since we played, because at the time of recording, it's our first session of this in 2025, and I believe I think the last one was like early December, because we either canceled our second follow-up session, or it was the next session of this one was supposed to be this, but we ended up playing One Ring instead as part of the seasonal thing. So
I'm the elf, and I know I have some kind of shiny armor normally, but it's all dirty. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yep. Well, it was also Jeff's first game last time, I think. In this
campaign. It was.
Next up is Robert.
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm playing Lalicia. She's a Stormcast Eternal, and her storm host is a Hallowed Knights. And if I sound a lot better at this than Jeff, it's because I have my bio and info open up. That's the only reason.
Next up is John.
Everyone, I am John, and I'm playing Nox, homage to George's character in another game. He is a bright wizard, battle wizard.
Nice.
And he likes the fire.
Well, that's what George is, but what is your character? All right, and last, but certainly not least, is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Derek Kurgason. He is a Duarden Indenrigger.
Yes. So, guys, our adventure thus far has brought you guys from the streets of Brightspear across the mortal realms into the realm of Shaman, and to the Iron Groves of Karaznethil. Let me grab everyone's tokens here, and we'll bring you over. What's happened since you have arrived at this former home to the mixed people of Sylvaneth and Dwarden?
Hornets.
Yep.
We found it was a Dwarden who was being attacked by those little fat things.
Yeah.
Oh. We did find also that after arriving at Karaznethil, you did find some survivors.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we found the king.
Yeah.
What was the king? Kingman.
Adagrim.
Warden
King Adagrim. Mm-hmm. What state were Warden King Adagrim and his people?
That's good.
They were living a forced nomadic life, trying to sketch out a living in a very hostile environment while being hunted by whatever forces were left over from the invasion.
Mm-hmm. And what are you guys doing right now?
Retaking the city.
Maybe kind of skulking through, not really skulking, but moving through the city. Yes. Looking for the Forge of Found Futures,
mm-hmm.
which is, we have heard, is in the Kazan Lementary.
Yeah.
But it's also sealed by some powerful song that life was given up for. So,
yeah. So I know we got through the gates of First Welcome. It was not very welcoming.
We went into the Seeping Square, fought a lot of nasty stuff, and then we're skulking through the root halls.
Yes. Oh, someone almost fell down a pit, didn't they?
Yeah, Nox. There's reasons Nox is learning a lot about dungeon delving.
I think, is that where we left things?
I think so.
Yeah.
So it's not searching for independently. He's discovered a 10-foot pole might be a good idea.
No, he's investing some of his experience into reflexes.
Yes.
Mm. Okay.
Did we have 2 experience last time? Yeah, we did. We set up 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Used.
I spent them immediately.
Now, you guys are, I believe... Oh, you're trying to navigate through the root halls to get to the mural hall, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think everyone made their reflex to save. Was it your witch sight check? Is that what caused you to lead? No, you got a ton of successes there. So.
Yeah, it was just the reflexes. I needed 2 successes, and I couldn't get 2 successes. And
okay. Right, and that was a random encounter. I think that.
Correct.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. So then, bringing us back to the root halls as a reminder. Although their Caradron cousins took to the air, the Dwarden who stayed in Karaznethil never gave up their comforts of the earth. Beneath Karaznethil, they built homes much like the Karaks of their ancestors, and the Ironbark Sylvaneth who joined them found these underground residences amenable places to lay down their roots. The root halls span almost as wide an area as every other location in Karaznethil combined. For these are the places where the average resident of the Karak Grove slept, worked, ate, and spent their leisure. They wind and twist like forest paths, and getting lost in the expansive subterranean network is easy. Compounding these are the changes brought by the Maggotkin invasion. Many chambers have collapsed, while others are flooded with the effluvia of the great unclean ones. Pained moans echo through the tunnels, for the demons use the root halls now to store both captives and corpses. The nauseating stench from these fermenting chambers is that bodies left to rot, some living and some dead, each incubating a dozen different parasites and diseases. Many prisoners are feverishly delirious, too weak or to walk or even recognize friend from foe. And that, I think, is what you guys are coming upon. Having recovered from the nearly collapsed bit, who has the highest passive awareness? It's one of your
Is that
stats.
natural awareness, Kevin?
What is it? Natural?
Excuse me.
Natural awareness, is
Yes.
that what's called on the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 2.
0.
Actual awareness.
It's
0.
like right underneath your skills on the right-hand side.
I mean, I got a total of 5 if we're just looking at the
0.
mind and stuff. But yeah,
No, natural awareness is
0.
half of that, rounding down.
Oh, didn't calculate then. Then I got mine's 2.
Okay. Wait, -2 or 2?
Mine is 2.
Mine is 2, okay.
The reason I fell down the trap, Kevin.
All right, so then I think, and Cal, sorry, what was yours?
0.
0, okay. So
Yeah.
Nox and Durek, I think you're the first ones who hears the sounds that are not... There's this buzzing of the insects, which is omnipresent in these root halls. I think Nox is the one who has the light for the places that where the local underground lighting has burned out. There are alchemical and magical lights that are set up through. Some of them are phosphorescent roots or phosphorescent living plants that the Sylvaneth would have put down here. Some are the kind of glowstones that the Dwarden would have built. I want you to picture I'm trying to think of the underground kind of, dwarven home that I'm thinking of. I don't think anyone other than me's played World of Warcraft, though, is the... Oh, have you? Okay. So the dwarven... I can't remember the name of it right now, but the dwarven city, the dwarven home, the major big city where you're actually moving through, and there's big hall ceilings, and there's stacked buildings. The reason I'm thinking of that one as opposed to Moria or is because that was a living place you could go in the video game, not a ruin. And this place, I want you to picture large caverns where you have almost like Soviet-style brutalist buildings that are stacked up on top of one another, sitting next to kind of like, imagine unfinished Hobbit homes, but replete with life and roots and, things that would thrive in an underground environment. So brilliant colored fungus or other, non-phosphorescing plants, I guess. But all of that has, as you're walking through into this larger chamber, all of that has a patina of illness upon it. There's just a smell, when you're trying to place where something has gone off in a fridge. That is the stink that just permeates this place. And the sounds that you hear as you're moving into this larger chamber towards where you think the root halls are, the mural hall is, you can hear the cries of... Is it Dwarden? Durak, you can hear there are, and this is unthinkable for a Dwarden in this day and age, or at least before this current age of Sigmar. They're actually calling out for the Dwarden gods, Grumni, Grimnir. And I'm not sure you've heard a more pitiable sound than them. You will have to pass through here, but it sounds like there are people in this chamber. Sorry, Robert, I might ask you to mute yourself while you're not talking, just because, there's a fair bit of background noise we're getting from you. Sorry about that. So, moving into here. Oh, and you want to mute yourself in the meat.
In meat.
Yeah, in the meat. The meat's what we're using for the audio, so. Okay. So, moving into the... Oh, thank you. Moving into this chamber. You guys can easily probably make your way through. There is no obvious sign of anyone, but at a glance, Durak, you can see that those homes, those stacked up homes, have been converted. There are bits where the walls have been smashed out, and there are cankerous growths of the like thorny roots you saw on the surface that have formed almost like prisons down here. You can pass by here without incident. No one is looking for anyone passing through. They are more interested in those who may try to escape from here. What do you guys do?
Are there people in the prisons?
In those buildings, you cannot see it without getting closer.
Oh, I see. Okay, there's buildings.
Yeah, and I don't think you necessarily understand it. I think you guys can, Cal, Leisha, and Nox, you can hear the sounds of these. There are living things in here, and you could probably think that it is they're speaking in Khazalid, the Dwarden tongue, but you can't make out what is being said. None of you speak that language. Jirek, you can quite clearly make out.
Yeah. And they're just praying?
It sounds like the kind of desperate prayers that folk breathing their last may
is going on.
Oh, sorry, Robert. You're.
Yep.
Should I call out?
Are we going to do anything about this? Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, Knox doesn't know what they're saying. He just hears the wailing.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell anguished wailing, I think, in any language.
And Knox, if you look over, well, and Durek's got a mask on too, so you really can't see what his response is. But
are we to save these people? Are
they people to be saved? Or is this another trick of the tainted ones?
Yeah, there's that too.
I don't know.
Knox isn't one to like stand back and just not help.
Right.
All right, let's go check it out then.
Sorry, Robert, you're still not muted in the call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
There you go. You are now. Thank you. I'm not sure if you refreshed or something like that. You were muted and then you weren't again. So, all right. So how do you guys approach this? Do you just walk up, or is someone planning on sneaking up? What are you thinking?
We can have a sneaky person. I don't even think we do. I don't think we do. I think we're very much raw people.
Yeah.
Fireball does not necessitate the sneakiness.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And I am like casting ghost lights, so it's not that easy to hide in those.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're making your way over, what you can see, there is probably this larger chamber probably has maybe 20 buildings, 25 buildings in it. So this is, if not a full neighborhood, it is sort of what passes for, that kind of thing in the root halls. You can picture they're stacked about 3 high, as well, with the ceilings in each of them standing about maybe 7 feet tall, so enough to accommodate a Sylvaneth, but more appropriate to a Dwarden's height. If you go to just even the ground level, as you go over, once the edge of the light hits these things, you can hear the agitation within gets louder. You also can hear the buzzing of flies that feels louder, and the smell of unwashed flesh and sickness hits you. And who is the one who would reach the bars to this broken? The stone walls that were built are smashed down. There's the barbed thorns grown up at an uneven rate or uneven kind of frequency to serve as bars for this jail. There's not even, as far as you can tell, anyone watching this. Who's the first one who gets there?
Oh.
I probably would be. I sense that I'm probably in front, mainly because I can understand the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, yeah.
So you get there, and as why don't you give us a let's see here. It is determination. Give us a determination check, please. Okay. Difficulty is going to be a 4, please.
Okay.
Nice. So you get there, and we cannot see through your mask what your reaction is, but you can tell us how Durek is feeling when he sees that they're in place of what was probably, a welcoming or, kind of guest, welcoming living room, adjoining onto perhaps a kitchen and other quarters in here. The walls have been broken down. There is a level of... It's difficult to tell what the admixture is, but it is brackish water mixed with pus, in which squirms various blasphemous insects. And sitting half concealed in here is a group of around 20 Dwarden. Their bodies swollen in multiple places with unthinkable illnesses. Cankers and buboes split across their skin, and these ruinous insects worming their way through their flesh. Those whose eyes can still see you, and there is a brief flash of urgency and recognition. These poor souls can still think and recognize Direk, because one of them raises up a half-corroded hand, dropping some of these maggots down into the liquid around it, as if to reaching out to you. The rest of you follow shortly afterwards and see exactly that. From the sounds from around here, there must be 100.
Do we know if there's any coming back from that?
Yeah, like
who's got
I don't
medicine?
have any powerful magic or anything.
I have no training in it, but I could attempt to roll it.
Yeah, I don't have any medicine training.
Oh, Alicia might.
Yeah, I was going to say that's usually who our healer type is in general.
Hold on a sec.
I've got a 4 in mind, but no training in medicine.
Yeah, you can always give a roll for that too, for untrained.
It's helpful.
Yeah, I'll just roll it untrained, see what happens. What's my target number?
Oh, target number here would be a 4, I think.
Okay.
Success.
I mean, magical afflictions. This is horrible shit that's happened to these people, obviously. But they're not beyond saving.
Would we know after our brief stint with the remaining king and his entourage if they have the necessary magics to save him?
They do not, but one... Well, at least you didn't... No, that's not true, because they were keeping all the sicknesses at bay. Yeah, there still were, branch witches and...
I just know this is really advanced, so it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, there are branch witches and rune priests who were still invoking and cleansing it, so they definitely have the knowledge of keeping their kind. You didn't see anybody sick among Adagrim's folk. You did see the branch witches and the rune priests working regularly, so there's that. But yeah, this is, if there are as many here as what you think, this is easily, another fifth of what he has among his folk. So substantially increase his numbers as well. If you could say that. But is that what you're here for?
Yeah, the best Nox can do is purify the area just a little bit, and maybe give him a chance to fight back against it, but he doesn't know if that'll work or help at all. It would give them a chance to, if they still have their faculties, to fight back against their captors. I mean, that's how Nox would want to go down, if anything.
So mechanically, I will tell you, one of the things that can happen is when you are confronted with circumstances like this, where it is inconvenient, but easy to walk away from doing, heroic stuff. The doom level can go up in response to a failure to meet the call, as it were.
Yeah.
I mean, Nox definitely wants to do something about this.
What do we do?
Are they chained down at all or restrained?
Again, there's not even. You're quite certain that Durek's chainsaw or Leisha's blade or Cal's blade, for that matter, could easily pass through these thorny things. They are more there for perhaps a reminder that these are captives, as opposed to necessarily keeping them in, at least in not the state they're at right now.
So, sorry, the disease or state that they're in, would this be, I mean, almost everything in this world is probably contagious. So she's trying to think, like, if we take them back to Adacrypt, is it likely that they would end up...
They have the means to, like, help them, at least more than we do.
Yeah, this whole place is afflicted with the touch of Grandfather Nurgle, so everywhere is sick. You guys are being exposed to the touch of Nurgle.
And she says, we need to take them back. It's like there's not going to be any less things to fight when we get back, and unlikely to be more. They may know we're coming, but they probably already know, anybody who's here. Say we help these people.
Yeah.
Nox is already rolling up the sleeves to his robe to see if he can get some cleansing fire to at least burn away some of the taint.
Okay.
And she casts, I mean, I don't know if it helps. I'm sure that some of their toughness is down, but she's going to cast Healing Spirit.
Sure.
And that, I guess I should roll for that.
Well, let's see. Nox, which spell are you thinking of?
Cleansing fire. Conjures a white-hot flame to purify the tainted land around him. The zone is engulfed in fire. Any creature other than you in the zone suffers 1 damage. I'm expecting to do a little zone and bring them into it. But any taint in the land is burned away, making it suitable for plant growth within a day. So I'm hoping just to get them out of a tainted area.
Yeah.
Just for a bit.
Yeah, so if you... between the two of you, if you're administering that... The reason I wanted to know about the effect of, to be reminded of the effect of that, is because, Alicia, if the area is cleansed first and then you cast it, that gives these folk a chance to recover from the sickness after it is cleansed, or at least the region is cleansed by Nox.
Okay.
So Nox and Leisha are going to have to make their way through here doing that. Durek and Cal, what are you doing while that is happening?
Well, go ahead. I'm just simply cutting the people free, so...
That's what I was going to work on, is getting everything sorted out and getting some of these people out of here.
Okay. What you find after making use of the, I guess, Nox and Leisha, why don't you tell us what it looks like as you're invoking this stuff? You know what kind of corruption is in there. Nox, what does it look like as you cast your cleansing fire?
Yeah, he's, as always, he's like locked half in and half out of his witch sight. And he's tugging on the strands of ether around him to like pull pure magics in and push away the taint, and invoking on his connection to Grungni to just reinforce the barriers against corruption. Yeah. And it's like as he's casting this spell, even the air seems to be igniting, and there's almost a visible bubble as it's pushing back the taint. Yeah. And the glowing lights are brightening just slightly.
And then the almost like it's been instantly evaporated, that mix of or that horrible corruptive pool is just burned away, and you can see more of the reminders that this was a Dwarden's home at one point. And then Leisha, what does it look like as you are bringing your healing light down on them? Oh, you're muted now, Robert. Sorry. So we toast to Mo.
Yep, it's very different than the way she usually does it, which is raising a hand and calling louder to Sigmar. She's actually weeping, and as her tears fall, the light comes from each tear. Okay. And basically bathes the afflicted with the light.
So what you find as you are making your way through this and doing your work, it is a matter...
Oh, sorry. Forgot to mute himself again.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. As you're making your way through, what you're finding is at first you perhaps reasonably think that like these people are beyond recovery. But even after the first batch of burning away the corruption, of bringing the light of Sigmar in, these people are still afflicted by some of the physical transformations that come from Nurgle's touch. But you can recognize in this Durek something probably from your own folk. While the people of Karaznethil live a very different kind of culture than what you as one of the Kharadron overlords live, and they've got an influence of the Sylvan Nath in here, the determination and the unbreakable will that you see among these people as they're helping one another up and they're stumbling along on, limbs that have been deformed past the point of their use. They're still managing to get people together and helping one another out. They are speaking in the common tongue once again. I can't remember what it is in the setting, but intelligible enough to all of you. They are grateful, and they want to know what they don't know what's happened. They seem to have been captives since Karaznethil fell.
Mm-hmm.
Who sent you? They ask.
Sigmar.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I think this is where I'm going to actually lean into the whole Soulbound aspect. And, because that's who kind of got the three of us together.
Grungni
sent us.
Nox will, nod towards Durek. Like his jaw seems clenched as he's just infuriated by this whole situation. He says, one of your kings fell, but the Dwarden one awaits.
And there's kind of a murmur through the crowd. Warden King lives. Adegrim lives. And they're very... where is he? What is he doing?
Well, surviving and moving. They have healers that may be able to restore the rest of you, but we did not come expecting survivors. We have burned our way this deep. We will burn further.
Oh, and they kind of muttering back and forth. The one that you tell Durek that Grungni sent you, what's the expression on your face when you tell them?
I think it's almost pride, I think. I think he's very happy that they are getting these people out of here. He's very happy about that. And he's starting, like I said, he's starting to connect the dots, and he's starting to go, yeah, it was him that sent us. Like, he's starting to really believe that.
Yeah.
That's kind of where he is.
You can hear when you tell that, somewhere in the back, someone mutters out a brief, the kind of like aphorism that would be reflexive to true believers. And that's just not something that has been the case during the Age of Chaos. So this has got to be back, like they're muttering a prayer of thanks to the dwarven gods that has not been regularly offered up since the gods grew silent to the plight of the Dwarven. Jeffrey, would you give us 2d6 roll, please?
Here we go. Oh, right in the middle.
Jeff's dice were on fire last night, so...
Oh, wow, was I really an expert.
Roll 20 hated him
He had
so
a
much.
rough go of it last night. Dave, on the other hand, was much favored by Roll 20.
Well, to be honest, when he went toe-to-toe with that one troll, he murdered it.
Yeah, that was...
At
definitely.
the end, that was good.
The only damage he took was damage he did to himself.
Okay. what you can hear, let's see here, it'll be Nox and Durek who hear this first, is there is still, in spite of your efforts to burn things away, this is about halfway through. You've managed to cleanse about 50 people. Fortunately, there is a relatively small number, maybe 4 that are actually dead. They were beyond recovery. 1 or 2 that are the experience of this has just broken them, so they're having to be led along. They are still living, but they are clearly so traumatized that they are not able to interact in a meaningful way, but they are being dragged along. When Nox, Durek, it'll be you, I think, because Nox is busy, recasting the spell over and over again. You can hear the echoing sounds of larger insects, the droning of wings coming from deeper down within this, coming in your direction. Something approaches.
All right. We need to hurry up. We either need to get these people out of here now, or we're going to have to form up. Something is coming.
What do you think? A tactical withdrawal?
I mean, yeah. If we think we can get all these people out of here, back out, then
The city is not going anywhere, and these people might. So.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you will not be able to conclude your work by the time whatever is coming down that hall is coming. So you could
take care of this.
Okay.
Cal stepped out into the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be a large chamber too. You can picture it's almost something like, imagine it's not a great idea using the modern reference, but think of a covered stadium. Something that size is sort of like how big this chamber is. And let me tell you how many there are. Okay. You can find the time in your busy day.
Oh yeah. Actually, it'd be probably refreshing to do a little explosive magic.
Okay.
What is it? Cathartic or
Quixotic? Is that what you're trying to say?
Alicia could cast Shield of Faith on Cal once he goes out.
Okay.
So
he's not fighting on his own, is he?
I don't know. Well, it sounded like he was while we finished. Was that the? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we can pause what we're doing to help him.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So then I think one of the survivors might come up and say, the flies, the rot flies come.
Stay in the purified zones. They will be weakened.
If they escape, they will bring more.
All right, now we know what we have to do.
Then, I'm trying to find my token for them. Yes, here we go.
Matthew in chat is like, this is some horrible shit.
It really is.
Well, welcome to Warhammer or Soulbound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing that came out of that was nasty shit.
Yeah. When you were given the description of this place to begin with, I was like, any other role-playing game, there's at least one nice thing in the description.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the least bad thing?
Yeah. This stuff is not pleasant. The Nurgle. Here we go. The touch of Nurgle is not pleasant.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine once you're completely corrupted and don't have to worry about anything, but for the rest of us.
Oh, if you're open for it, Nox, no. I mean, Nurgle does have many gifts to offer, both beneficial. So if you would like to hear more, we can get you on our mailing list.
Oh,
Maybe after I find a pendant with a certain symbol on it that might turn my life.
All right. Here we go. So, guys, what you can picture is that there are in the root halls, there are different like kind of entrances that would be coming in here. Imagine like different underground, almost like thoroughfares that would all kind of come in at different places because it's a three-dimensional structure, and it's from one of the deeper ones where these things are coming. And you would be able to basically, it's like one zone leading out of there. So if you want to have kind of a pinch point to prevent it from coming in, that would be a good place for it to be. If you let it come in, that would allow them more freedom to move around. The area itself is probably like 3 zones across, so they can kind of move at leisure. But if you... So do you want to try and create like kind of a pinch point? Do you want to let them into here and then prevent them from going back down there? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking a pinch point sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
Get them to
just
cluster up into one zone.
Yeah, but just recalling what the survivors said, that if they escape, they're going to bring more. And it's much easier for them to escape if they start seeing themselves get slaughtered, and then...
Well, if they flee, it'll take time, and that's time we can use to move further back into the opening of the city.
That's true. I'm open to either.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think one good fireball takes out a swarm, right?
Yeah, that's the one other thing
could.
is our area effect type weapons. Are we gonna have enough space to do things like that?
Yeah,
especially me.
Just limit the number of party members in the zone to be blasted to 2, and we should be fine.
All right.
I can spare 2 of us from the blast.
so I could head out there and corral them in, and then you could blast them.
So bring them into the larger area and then trying to pinch them down into one zone, or...
Sort of try to contain them and then blast them once we do, basically. Some strategy.
And, I have a suspicion they will swarm me the moment they find out what I can do, so...
Okay. So then, Nox, if you guys are trying to conceal yourself before, why don't you guys give us a stealth check at, I think it's at target number 2. Okay. Honestly, because there's tons of places here, and they are not expecting resistance here.
Alrighty. Offer a quick prayer to Grungni, and
so everyone give us...
I'm about to send you some kindling for your forge.
Success.
Yeah, maybe at least got successes.
Yeah. So then Cal and Leisha.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Difficulty 2.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Oh, that's one of the things I'm okay at.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're excellent at that.
Yeah.
And then Leisha, you giving us a stealth as well?
Yep.
Difficulty
what was the target?
2.
Okay, yep, that's what I thought.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So you can picture in each, wherever you guys have elected to conceal yourselves, you were there when a swarm of 8 of those massive bloated rot flies comes in. They're flying in formations of 2. These things are about the size of Leisha, from what you recall.
Ooh.
These are not simple, small things, and this is a pretty formidable group. and they seem particularly keen as they kind of come flying in about the status of these infected individuals. So they come flying over in the direction. They do not seem to notice where you guys are. And why don't we have everyone roll initiative, please?
Okay.
Get the initiative tracker open. Boom. I think it's a set score in here, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it is a set score.
Yeah. Okay. And it says last night, brand new year, brand new. See how far we get into the year before I accidentally release or remove an initiative tracker.
I think those of you soulbound with Nox can feel a seething kind of rising anger in him boiling the entire time.
Okay, let's assume that each of you is one zone away from any one or the other of these things. One of them is kind of, going to one of the locations and kind of inspecting to see where they are. The other one has gone to a different location. Wherever you guys are concealed is one zone away from these things. Jurek, you're up first. What are you doing?
Let's see. I'm going to fire my drill launcher at one of
nice. Okay.
It's got a blast of 2. That's a good thing to start everything off with.
Yeah. And does it do 2 damage to everyone in...
Yeah, it's blast 2. Let me go check.
I think it's on the GM screen, actually.
Is it?
For what the weapon qualities... I may have misspoken. Actions in combat.
Blast. There it is. I got it.
I forgot.
Oh, no, it is here. Yeah. All creatures in zone take 2. Yeah.
Yeah, take 2. So.
I love this GM screen. Man, Cubicle 7 makes the best GM screens. All right. So, yeah, that is... so your first action, you fire that thing in. Now, that does to everyone else. If you're targeting one creature, it also does... Go ahead and give us your attack roll.
Yeah, is it target number 4, Kevin, for attacks?
No. So hold on. I think I last time wrote down everybody's. Yes, I did. Look at that.
My defense is increased to average now.
Oh, okay.
For you.
Yeah. When you increase reflexes, it helps.
Cal, what is your melee, ranged, and defense? It'll be in adjectives.
Good melee. Average. What's
Accuracy.
the middle one?
Range.
Accuracy. And good defense.
Good defense. Is it? Hold on. Does that include your shield? I thought your shield made it even better. Let's see. Maybe it's good with the shield. Yeah, and that...
I mean, I do have Bulwark, where if 2 or more enemies are within close range, then my defense increases by 1 step.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
I also have Shining Company, so if I'm fighting with someone else, with an ally, I can choose one of them to increase, so I could potentially increase my defense all the way to superb.
Okay. So then, let's see here. These things... target number is going to be, for Turek, is actually going to be a 5.
All right. Bam.
You know what? Sorry, I'm going to make it a 4 now that I'm thinking. The way that situational modifiers work is it steps you up and down in it, so it'll make the difficulty a 4 because they don't know that you're here. So that would have been 2 successes, and with the focus would give you 3.
Right.
All right. So that is 5 points of damage to 1, and all the rest take 2.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what it looks like as this thing connects with this group of rock flies.
The drill launcher, I mean, it's this big, heavy, almost bazooka-esque thing. And he just takes it, fires that head off, goes right into that one creature and then pops, and all the rest of them are in that blast.
Nice. So that is your first action. You also have a move. You could move one zone. You can also freely move within your zone, and you have one metal.
I think since this area is so big, he's going to go ahead and use. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He's going to go ahead and use his eighth rig to take to the air. Be one zone up.
Yeah. Okay. So you're one zone up. Did you want to spend that metal as well?
Let me get up here. There we go.
Your green bar, I believe, is your metal.
Yeah. I'm trying to. There we go. I was trying to click on it. There we go. So let's see here. I may just do the same damn thing again. I think that's probably wipe out as many as possible. It'll use my last drill bit, but.
Okay.
And you said it was a 4?
4, yeah.
No, submit.
Nice.
You get 3.
3 out of that. It's another 5. So they're sort of recovering from what, reeling, trying to figure out what's happened, and then a second from above them.
Yep.
Okay. I promise not to make every fucking analogy about Marvel Rivals, by the by. Just like Iron Man. All right. So then that is a solid couple of hits, and the sound of Jurek's fury is reverberating through here and likely deeper into the cavern as well. Nox, you're up next. What are you doing?
Alrighty. From his hidden position, he's going to attempt to draw the flames from the ether and launch a fireball at the wounded ones.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
That is 4 successes with
Excellent.
my focus.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. No, 1. I just need a 2 to get it. Don't know if I need a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 successes.
So 4 successes, and it's 4 damage then. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm dumping all in the damage.
All in the damage? Okay. And it's everything in the zone, right? Takes it?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So 4 damage. So if you're focusing it, it doesn't really matter. It hits everything in there. The flame unleashes here, and it brightens up this entire cavern. One of these things is completely reduced to a smoldering char. And too much damage. Oh, and I forgot to give armor. Shit. Forgot that armor is a thing in here. Your do spells ignore armor?
The hazards don't, but I don't.
I don't think so.
No,
right?
I think we discussed it. Armor does apply. So
armor does apply. Yeah.
The spells would say if they ignore it or not.
Okay. So I'll just apply 2 armor. You still would do enough damage to take that 1 down. Would you have 4? No, you wouldn't.
So it does 1 damage basic, and then 1 for every additional success.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So 4 damage. So these things would have taken. All right. So this is going to be the state they are at after all of the damage. Let me just grab one more. Oh, hold on. I think I've got. There we go. Boom. Because it was 5, 10, 14 damage in total, but from 3 hits, meaning he's got 3 left. All right. So that is 1. You have 1 medal.
And then seeing that they're still standing and his anger is seething, you other 2 can feel Nox attempting to pull on the soul fire, and he's seeking your permission to amp his spell with it.
Oh.
He wants to do it anyway, but it's better if you let him.
And just remember, with the way we're choosing to do the soul fire, so think of your character would be okay with Nox drawing on the soul fire to torch this thing. Jurek and Cal.
I probably would, because I said I'd go out there, but I also, I don't enjoy getting close to these things, and if they can be burned out, like, I don't know, it feels better to me to have that than have the taint on me that these things have. So I think I wouldn't resist it.
Okay. And Turok?
Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
So with his drawing the fire, there's just like this pulse of like white hot fire flowing from his eyes as he just maximizes his rolls, all sixes, and lobs another fireball right into the midst of the ones he just hit.
Nice. That does, what is that, 6? 6 successes?
6 successes.
All right. So that is enough to scorch that one, and then add a huge hit on the others as well. All right.
We've got one soul fire left, guys.
And maybe it's your imagination, guys, but as the flames go out, it almost takes a vaguely dwarvish face as Grunmi is granting you the some of his divine grace in order to defeat these things. Cal, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, now I am going to step out into this group and try and.
The same ones or the other group? They're in 2 different zones.
You know, probably actually the same ones, because let's get one gone. So
okay,
I'm going to step out. No, I'm going to use my Elven Longsword.
So as the fires dissipate, we see this, brilliant, shiny armored elf leap in amongst all 3 of them. What do you do?
And I attack the nearest one.
Okay. Functionally, they're all identical right now. So,
yeah. What's the target number?
Your target number is going to be a 5 as well.
5. Okay.
Oof. 2, and can you make that
4?
Nice. All right, so it's 4 successes. That's 6 points of damage. With a single stroke of your Elven Longsword, one of them is down. Do you want to spend your metal? Take another
action. What does that do again?
We've got. Yeah, here's the other things you can do with metal.
Oh, I only have 1. Yeah, no, I'll hold it for now.
Well, metal refreshes. You get 1 point back at the start of each turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Then I'll use it to do an extra attack.
Okay.
Might as well. Let's try and get these things down. So, target 5, go. Oh, not near as good.
Can you get?
No, he's got the 1.
Oof. Okay.
That does mean that there are still 2 standing, which is what triggers my bulwark.
Okay.
And so my defense goes up by 1.
Excellent. So that would be 2 points of damage, which means, yeah, the other one. So now that you're in and among them, they are keeping their distance, and while you did connect, the chitinous, corrupted covering, very Stan Lee sentence, does protect them. Leisha, you're up next. What are you doing?
She thinks that her friends probably have those. I don't know. It's probably better to reduce damage, so possible damage they could get. So she's going to try to take out the last 2 of these guys. Okay. She's going to come in and just swing.
Go right ahead.
Had it open. It's gone.
Pretty sure Cal's going to get swarmed next turn anyway, so is boosted.
So, a quick question, Kev. Heroic challenge that says, as an action, choose a creature in medium range. I'm assuming that's just one of them, not a swarm.
That's a good question. So as far as the for these things are concerned, it would be one of these creatures. That's right.
Okay.
There is a mechanic called Swarm, where it does sort of bundle all the creatures together. I would probably treat those as one. But these are not a swarm as far as the game rules are concerned. But yeah.
Great. Well, not necessarily. Hold on. Celestial Strike. Nah, Celestial Strike doesn't appear choose. We'll stun somebody, but I think she's going to just take a swing at the first one, and then hopefully, if she takes it out, she can use mental for the second.
Okay, go right ahead.
So the first one, target DN is...
for you. Sorry, for you, same thing, 5.
5, okay.
Let's have a pretty impressive defense.
Yep.
Whoa.
3 successes.
That's 4.
That's 4. So that is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So the first one, the injured one that Cal had hit, it calls, tries to kind of move back, and that's where it finds your Sigmarite sword waiting. You want to spend a metal?
Yep, she's going to do that. And swing again.
Here we go.
Come on. Oh,
whoa! Holy smokes! Oh, you know what? Yeah, DN was 2, though.
Sorry, DN 2.
He still rolled 4 5s in there.
Holy shit. So that's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Man, if you had one more focus point, that'd be 5 successes. But 4 successes, that is 5 points of damage. Nearly drops this thing.
He could spend his last metal to double his focus point and get 1 more.
I think you need
One more
to.
damage?
That decision
after
might.
rolling, after rolling, you can double the bonus gain from your focus point in the skill.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll use the last one to take it down.
And that is enough to take that first swarm down.
So she swings one way, and then basically there's a scream. Like she's still. This is probably the most emotional we've ever seen her, having seen.
Well, yeah, she cried, and now.
Yeah, but she's just bringing it back through the others.
Yeah. So a second is down. Then it is the fly's turn. So we've got Nox in one zone. We have Jirek in another flying, and we've got Leisha and Cal down on the ground. Let's split these guys up. So one is going to engage you in kind of a Age of Sigmar dogfight. It's just like the air pirates that you've dealt with as one of the Karaznethil overlords. Nox, one is going to zip down at you, and then 1 each for Cal and Alicia. Let's see here. Let's see. I need a bunch of dice. I should have grabbed my Age of Sigmar. I'll do that during our mid-session break. Should grab my Age of Sigmar dice.
Double checking because I imbibed some of that honey stuff. So.
Oh yeah, right. You guys have your the Quicksilver honey? I don't remember what it's called.
Where's that? Did I put my Soulbound thing? I did. Here we go.
Quicksilver honey. Yeah, look at that. Huh.
Yep. It's a +1 to armor for 24 hours. So
yeah,
I used 1. I don't have anybody else recorded as using 1 though.
Okay, I need 2 more here. All right. I have for years I've had a theory about the functioning of coffee pots, because coffee pots have there's only really 2 things they're supposed to do. It's supposed to fit underneath the coffee maker, and they're supposed to be able to pour coffee without spilling, and they only ever achieve one of those. And dice as well too. Like there's 2 things. They're supposed to look cool, and you're supposed to be able to read the fucking things easy. And my collection includes a number that fail on that count on at least one of those, because that is not an easy thing to read in the darker environment in which I play. Okay, so let's go left to right here. Cal, one of these comes down. You are currently 1 for 1, so Bulwark doesn't apply.
Yeah, so I'm just good.
Is there anything else that would apply, though? Are you standing with an ally? I can't remember how you're...
Yeah, if I had to do it, but I stepped out before...
Well, Alicia stepped right next to you to take those 3 you were fighting, so...
Yeah. Right, but it's on my turn, I have to declare that I'm doing it.
So it's just
at the start of my turn,
Good,
I can do it next turn, but
So then it is 3 of... okay, so I need a difficulty 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 8 points of damage. Remember, your armor applies.
So I have armor 2.
Yeah.
It takes 6 damage.
6 damage. Did you consume any of the Quicksilver honey?
I only noted down that Nox did, so... I'm keeping track of it on our Soulbound character sheet.
Oh, okay. I don't remember doing that, so.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Because last session was your first session, so would your character? You can just tell us whether your character would have consumed that to get the extra armor going in. Consuming that.
I mean, if it was on offer, I would have.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So assume you got a 3 armor, but here's the thing: I rolled 2 6s as well. So as these things are stinging you, as its mandibles are biting at you, and as its stinger is going in, it's also bending and twisting back your armor. So it reduces your armor by 2 currently.
Is it after damage is applied or before?
He reduces the damage first, then it is rent. So you'll take 5 points of damage from your
toughness, right?
Yes. And then your armor is now reduced substantially. Leisha, let's see here. Your defense is great, so I need a 4 to get you.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is, and Sigmar cannot be rent. We learned last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And her armor is 3.
Okay, so that is 8 points of damage again.
Okay.
Oh, and Cal, I need a body fortitude test from you, and I do need one from you as well, Leisha.
Okay, so that would be a total of 5 toughness, right?
Yeah, what I do? 8 damage. Your armor is a 3.
3. Yep.
Did you consume the honey as well?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Okay,
what's the DN, Kev?
DN is 4.
Yep.
4
for the fortitude test. And I need the same thing from you, Leisha. Nice. Okay. You do need 3 success.
Oh, dang it. I can't even make that.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So you are poisoned as well, which means just reducing your dice pool by 1. Leisha, likewise. I think, unfortunately, you didn't get enough.
Is there anything on the character sheet that does that?
It's a good question. I don't think so.
I would think, I guess, when you roll, and there's 2 stats. One's the target number, and then the other's like a
penalty.
Yeah.
Would you put negative in there?
Yeah, I can try that. It's hard to do without like changing all the things on the sheet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's an easier way.
There's not a conditions sheet here, right?
I don't see anything.
No, it's actually like the what do you call it? The sheet for the what's here? No.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, look at the cog, and that doesn't give any options. And it's not a wound you're suffering, so it's not from there. No,
I checked on that too, and it didn't work.
Because it does prompt you for a modifier, doesn't it, when you're making your roll? Mm-hmm. You get target, so it may as well add -1 as long, and you're only poisoned for the 1 round. It doesn't last forever. It's just your next turn you're poisoned. All right, Nox. Okay. Your defense is average currently. Mm-hmm. So I need a 2.
Yeah. I expected to get hit a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That is 10 damage.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so I take 8. And yeah.
What's your armor? 2 right now?
It is 2 right now.
Yeah,
one from the clothing and 1 from the drop.
Okay, so you take no wounds yet. And then your clothing is rent. So your armor is currently 0. I did roll 2 6s.
Fortitude check?
Fortitude check, please, yeah.
Well, I can't make it, but I might as well roll it.
Mm-hmm.
If it was only a 2, I would have made it.
Yeah, all right. So you were likewise poisoned. And then Durek, your defense is average.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
my defense is good, Kevin.
Your defense is good now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was last time too. I forget what I raised, but I did something.
What's your melee then? Maybe I recorded it wrong.
No, I'm good across the board.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that, Will, but what are your stats? All right, so then this thing's gonna come in on you. I need threes for you. That is 1, 2, 3. That is 6. So 8 points of damage on you.
So -2 to the armor.
Okay.
That's 6 then.
Did you do Quicksilver Hunting as well?
No.
Okay. So then I only got 1 6 on my attack on you, so your armor is rent by 1.
Oh, it's just rent by 1. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, it's only when I roll 6s that it triggers.
Okay.
All right. So all of you are engaged with these things. They have not thought to go and warn their masters. Hopefully you can make their overconfidence pay, or make them pay for that overconfidence. Durak, you get 1 medal back, and then it's your turn. What are you doing?
Fire.
Hold on, I've got to make my fortitude save.
Oh yeah, right.
I just remembered that.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. So you were likewise poisoned, but
yeah.
Durak, you get your
let's see here.
What do you call it back? Your medal back, and then what would you like to do with your turn?
I think I will go ahead and switch over to the saw on this guy that just attacked.
It fires up, and then what are you doing?
So he's going to swing his athromatic saw, just try and slash this thing right down the throat.
Difficulty is 5 here.
Yep, difficulty of 5. So let's go. Attack. Target number 5.
And minus
and
1.
And then melee bonus. I'm going to try -1.
Yeah.
It would help if I typed a 1 in there. There we go. Let's see if this works.
That's right. So you have 5 normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, -1. 1, 2.
Yep.
1. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is 5. And did you roll any 6s? You did not.
I don't think I did.
Okay, because you got the rending as well.
Yeah.
So that is 3 points of damage. And there we go. So you have 1 medal. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to straight up do that again. I think that's the best idea.
Okay, right ahead.
At this point. My medal, knock that down. And roll a 5. And -1.
Nice. Okay.
There's a 6.
There's a 6, actually 2 6s.
Oh, yeah, with my focus.
Or you could make the focus into another success, actually. These things only have 1 armor anyway, so you need not fight for that other 6.
Let's do that.
Okay, so that's 4 points of damage, and you reduce their armor. So this thing is rent now. You've your last attack just kind of runs along the side, and as it's trying to maneuver in the air, the toughest part of its chitin peels away, and it lays exposed. I'll put the X there for the ones that have been rent. So you return the favor on this thing, and you are no longer poisoned. So in the event you have to make any further resistance checks, you're not poisoned any longer. Nox, you get 1 medal back, and what are you doing?
Gotcha. Are there free strikes a thing in this game?
No.
For moving away? Okay. Because Nox does not feel capable of going toe-to-toe with this thing, so he's going to retreat into the zone where his 2 melee fighters are.
Well, I think the thing is you can't leave your zone. If I remember, you can use your move freely to disengage, but you got to stay in the same zone then if it's your free move.
Okay. Well, I do want to go to the zone, even a new zone, even if I have to spend metal to do it, to take the extra action.
No, just be so. Your first action, what zone are you moving to? Where Cal and Leisha are?
Yes.
Okay, and then you have your medal. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to attempt to enhance fighting.
Sorry, John. Let me just double check here. I think that's the way. I think you're not getting attacks. I think it's the action economy is how you cover disengaging. But let me just make sure I'm not.
Gotcha.
Cheating you out of 1
action
action here.
Long enough that I'm like,
No, that's the thing. I don't remember. I remember there's not free strikes in it, but I just don't remember.
Combat action cheat sheet that there's a flee option and a retreat, but I don't want to leave the battle or tell everyone to run away. So
no, and You have retreat. Let's see here.
I just want to, disengage, but I don't see that as an option for action. Plus, if I'm in the same zone as Alicia, she can heal my toughness, so.
Yeah. Let's see here. Action. Let me take a look at the moves here.
I'll put my map back.
So normally you can move within your zone. Here, move in combat. You can use a free action to move to a target within your current zone, make an attack, then use your move to move to a point in an adjacent zone. Oh, you're fine then. No, ignore me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you be able to freely move from this thing as it's tearing at you. Your move action would be to move into the other one. You still have your action and you still have your metal.
Gotcha. So I'll move over here to group with them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to call upon Grugny to help Inferno Blades kick off and get my group some flaming weapons, including myself.
Okay. You're using that metaphor or like for flourish, right?
Just,
not Soulfire. Okay. It's
so
your tank of Soulfire is getting lower and lower.
Alrighty, that is 5 successes, even with my poison condition.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go. It doesn't add damage. It's gonna last for 3 rounds now.
Okay. So you guys have +1 to your, as Alicia and Cal, your long swords blaze with light, as does Nox's staff.
Yep, and if you hit an enemy, they burn next turn too.
Mm-hmm.
And then double check my metal sheet, because there is a prepare option or react. No, I think I'm just going to go for damage. Durek is being attacked, so I'm going to try to sling an arcane bolt at the one buzzing near him.
You got it. Go ahead.
And it's still poisoned, so... Okay,
Nice.
That got me 4 successes.
Okay. That is then 4 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, because medium range is an adjacent one. All right. And because Durek has carved away this thing's armor, it just takes the flat damage. Durek, you can see that Nox is on the ground tossing magical wrath up at your foe.
Awesome.
Cal, get 1 metal back, and then what are you doing?
I gotta hit this thing back hard. Is anybody near me?
I got your back.
Nox, Leisha, and Cal are all in your zone.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally hiding behind you.
Who has the worst defense?
Nox, for sure.
Mine's average.
Okay, I will use my Shining Company and fight to protect Nox and myself.
Okay.
And then I will attack this.
Behind me, wizard.
That's the plan.
If correct, Kev?
Say
The
again?
DN. The DN is still 5.
Against these things? Yes, it is. Yeah.
Did -1 work? I think it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
3 successes.
Excellent. Wow.
And fire.
That is 3 successes. So 3, 4. All right.
And he's on.
And then you got
Nice.
1 metal as well.
Which I will use for my other
Oh,
attack.
wait. It's also 1 extra damage from fire.
And it is on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
-1.
Channeling George. Fire.
Oh, dang it.
All right. And you could make 2 successes out of that.
Mhm.
So
And you
3, 4
Get that
damage.
additional fire damage too.
Okay. All right. So Cal, you were laying into this thing, but these are tough demons.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Leisha. Oh, and
So-
Cal, you're no longer poisoned. Same thing with Nox.
So, regarding the honey,
Yeah.
is that a free action to drink?
No, it would be your action to consume that.
Yeah, action. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's not going to do that. She is going to.
You do
for
get 1
spellcast-
metal back as well.
Okay. She is going to do the healing spirit to try to give everybody their toughness back.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using my metal, so I'm not going to bother popping it in right now.
Okay.
And so she needs to make a soul devotion test.
I think you can click on the invocation, can't you? Or the prayer, or whatever it's called, miracle.
The manifest button.
Sure.
If you've added this as spell or miracle, yeah, it should be a die you can click on.
That one just tells me what the.
Okay, so DN 5. Yeah, so give us. Is there an option there on the miracle to make a skill check off of it, or do you have to go to the skill itself?
I have to go to the skill itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
He may have not added it as a miracle under the spell section, which is why it doesn't do it.
Oh, okay, got it. Target.
In fairness, that wouldn't have been Robert's fault. That would have been my fault. So it's a pre-gen.
So the other thing is, so I have one less die. So how do I do that?
When it asks you for a modifier, put -1.
Sure.
Nice.
2 successes, got it. So,
All right.
3.
Yeah. So that is 3 toughness that knocks Alicia and Cal get. What does it look like as you invoke this?
She basically closes her eyes, raises her hands, and kind of like not really points to, but basically encompasses all of her allies.
Okay.
Gentle light comes over all of them. So
so this is where the metal spend comes in. You could choose to spend metal to add your soul to the amount of toughness recovered.
Yeah, but that means you don't get attacked this turn.
Yeah, I don't get in it. So yeah, she does that, and she doesn't use the metal for that, but she does then go directly from that. Like one of her hands has a sword, so she's doing this, and then as her brings it around at.
Going after that one?
Okay, so you're gonna leave yours, leap in on the one that Cal is facing to be close range to it.
DN is 5.
DN is 5 for you, yeah.
Okay. And -1 for the bonus.
Nice.
2 successes. Did I get none?
You do.
No. Yes, we have 3 successes.
Nice. So that's 4 points of damage, 5 points of damage with the fire. All right. Okay. And that is it. All right. So then on these things' turn. So this one will take 1 point of burning damage. Does it go out after the 1 round?
They had to spend an action to put it out.
Oh, okay.
And I am not poisoned either, is that correct?
You're not poisoned any longer. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this thing is going to spend its action to put the fire out because it doesn't want to keep. It's very close to death. And then it retreats. Does anyone have something that would trigger attack of opportunity? Cal, you might have something like that. I can't remember if you do, but there is a...
I do have opportunist, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then you can make an opportunity attack if you like.
Got this. That's 3 with his focus points.
Yeah, okay, so then the... it's 4 points of damage, and that is enough. So this thing is trying to retreat from you, Cal. You see the opportunity, and you carve this thing down.
Nice.
So,
Beautiful.
then it is the second one. The one engaged with Leisha is going to try and take advantage of the opportunity of you having your back to it. And I need 3s for you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So 8 points of damage. Your full armor applies. So you take 5, I guess, toughness. And then I need another poison check from you, please. Fortitude against DN4. Durek, this one engaged with you.
Is that me, Kev?
No, for Leisha. Leisha takes
Leisha,
5 points of damage.
You said difficulty 4, yes? You said...
DN4 for the fortitude check, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Nox, it knows what you are. So this thing is going to follow you over. You do have the increased defense now, so I need a 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points of damage.
That is more than I have toughness and wounds combined.
Well, again, remember the wounds don't work that way. They're not 1 for 1. How much?
Okay, well,
how much gets
4.
through?
No, 5. No, hold on. 3, 6 gets through.
6 gets through. Well, hold on, you got 1 armor from your Quicksilver.
Oh,
Honey.
sorry. Yeah, 1.
You took 9 points of damage. You had 3 left. That's 5 that gets through, right?
Yeah, 5 gets through.
5 gets through. Okay, so that means.
It is still bad.
That. Let's see here. So how much damage gets through? That tells you how bad the hit is. Mortally wounded. Where is it here? 5 gets through is a deadly wound. It fills 3 spaces on your wound track. How many spaces do you have on your wound track?
I have 4.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, this thing, and let's call it. Rot venom. Let's call it Rotfly Sting. Is the wound.
Okay.
Okay, and then give us your fortitude check, please.
Alrighty, fortitude, body, DN4.
Yes, please. Okay, so
well, I got 1 success, but that's not enough.
okay, so you're both afflicted with poison once again. And then Jurek, this thing. I'm trying to decide if it's going to keep. No, it senses that you're weakened, so I think it's going to try and get you still. You got good, so I need 3s on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 points of damage.
Armor makes that 5, toughness 4. So yeah, 4 got past my toughness.
4. Okay. So that is a serious wound. Fill 2 spaces.
Serious. And last one taken was serious. Okay.
Okay. Then that is it for the demons. Guys, we're well past our mid-session break. I wanted to give one more round. Why don't we take our mid-session break right now? And we'll come back and see what Durek's going to do next. So for those listening at home, we'll be back momentarily.
Okay. Get on. Okay. I do. See what's in.
Things aren't looking too good for Durak up there, is it?
I'll be all right. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, I'm close.
Jared didn't get a here. Let me show you. Bam.
Oh yeah, I saw that your wounds jumped up there, so I was like, "Whoa!"
So it's going to take a little bit more to knock me down.
I may have to go on the defensive here shortly.
Let's see here. Okay. All right.
All right. Matthew, thank you very much for your super chat. That is very generous of you. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a great start to your new year. All right. Jurek, we're waiting for Leisha to get back, but you can give yourself your medal back and decide what you'd like to do with your round.
Yeah. Oh, you know I'm going to slash this thing with the saw, baby.
Okay. So I had just because I had a lot of coffee earlier today, I made a pot when I got back yesterday, and I didn't want to waste it, so I decided, well, I'll put it in the fucking fridge and maybe I'll have it today. It's bitter as shit, so I have to put a little bit of sugar in it, which I normally don't do, but it's fucking lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
You know the best way to knock bitterness off in coffee, don't you?
What's that?
A little bit of salt.
Really?
Yeah, depending on how you brew, you know. But historically, that's the way to do it. You know, it's just put a little bit of salt.
Oh, that's interesting. I know there's you can do cold pressed coffee too, which avoids the bitterness you get from brewing coffee with hot water and then cooling it. I'll try that though. I don't mind.
If you're using like a traditional brew type method.
Yeah. This is just my coffee
in there. You should cut it.
See, I don't mind. It's rare that I have it, but what I enjoy this enough that I actually might start doing this on the reg. And if I do, I'll try putting a little bit of salt in it. Like you say, how much you put in?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's a critical.
Add a pinch of salt. I don't know if they have it because that's what it's not a tremendous amount.
Yeah. No, give it a try. That sounds Okay. So I really would like to have this stuff on hand. This is quite nice.
How much?
But I prefer not to have to put the sugar in if possible.
I think it says 1/4 teaspoon for every 12 tablespoons of coffee.
Okay, yeah, so that's really just a pinch then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, like I said, I knew it wasn't a lot. My grandmother always did that.
No shit. Okay, I'll give it a try. Fuck it. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Like somebody, because I don't like coffee, and people say because it's bitter, like they put salt in it. I'm like, no thanks.
All right. So Jurek, you want to go ahead and give us
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you make? Oh, you made your save. So
I did my fortitude save. So
so
let's go roll.
And for those listening, it's not a save; it's a check. But You try playing fucking 20 years of D&D calling it a fort save and not calling it that.
Yeah.
We're going to keep calling it that. All right, so then, yes, would you give us a -1 difficulty of 5?
Yeah, difficulty 5 was, I thought that was right, but
Yeah.
I went 100%.
And this is no armor. Are you kidding me?
No.
I'm not, shit.
Okay, hold on. You could draw on Soulfire to re-roll that.
I mean, I'm gonna be able to use my metal.
Yeah,
to do it again.
he could draw out his metal to make it 1 success by doubling his focus.
Could. How much Soulfire do you have left?
We have 1.
Because it's not. I mean, because I'm up here with this one guy. It's just me and him.
Yeah.
Because I still get to move theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go ahead and use my metal to attack him again.
Yep.
Probably get a lot more successes. So let's do that.
Okay. So you swing that first one, and just I think that last hit, where the stinger, where you got the wound, that threw you off balance.
With Omatic. Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
5.
And it'll be -1.
We got 2.
Nice. There you go. Okay, so that's 3 points of damage. Let's see here, and he's got no armor. There you go. And you said you wanted to move as well?
Yeah, well, I was thinking if I knocked him out, I would move. So I'm going to stay here and engage with him. I think that's the best course of action.
All right. Next up is Nox.
Alrighty, Nox, bleeding from the mouth from a deep puncture. He's still focused on keeping Durek up there alive, so he's going to throw another arcane bolt at the thing that's buzzing near him.
Oh, do you get 1 metal back as well?
Oh yeah, I'm going to spend it, so I'm not even going to add it. So
Okay.
that is like 3, 4 successes.
4 successes, okay. So that is enough to blast through that thing, and it collapses down to the ground. You still have a move, and you still have 1 metal.
Trying to think of a way to keep this thing from like me on the next turn.
You don't have any spell that, like, or you don't have access to any spell, do you, that would, like, trap it or slow it? Hey.
Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
Armor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to cast Etheric Armor on myself.
Okay. So go ahead.
And no longer poisoned. Not at the end of my turn, so still poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me another success, so 4 successes?
Your arcane bolt should have been affected by poison, though, right?
It was.
It was?
I put a -1 on there as well.
Oh, it is on there. Forgive me. You know, I'm an idiot. I was looking at the ones that were rolled, not the modifier. That's awesome. Okay, so you have 4 successes. So
I am dumping all of that into the amount of armor that I'm getting.
You got it. So you got 3 armor right now.
A bonus of 3, or
because there's 1 armor per 2 additional successes.
Okay, so they'll put my armor, which is at 1 now, to 4.
To 4, correct, and then you would it would last for 2 rounds because you got that 1 leftover success, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. What does your armor look like?
So I don't invoke Mystic Shield all that often, but what it does, it is basically sparks begin to fly from just every bit of piece of metal around him, and then it forms like this kind of like lattice work of grids ahead of him, like you got to punch through the fire to get to him.
Awesome. Okay, Cal, are you moving, Nox? The benefit of Cal's thing requires you to be in the same zone as him, so.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, I think only Durek's not in the same zone.
Well, so I'm asking Nox, are you moving or?
Oh no, am I moving? No, I'm staying near Cal.
Okay, Cal, you get 1 metal back. What are you doing?
Okay, I get my metal back. I'm going to use the Shining Company on the wizard again.
Yeah, 2 more rounds of fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack this one that is here.
Okay.
That one or that one? Because that one got Alicia's attention.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, one of them kind of leapt on Alicia from behind, and then one is on Nox right now.
Alicia's more hurt, right?
Nox is more hurt.
Oh, Nox is on... Oh, the one on Nox then. Yeah, sorry.
The blue bar goes down, the red bar goes up.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you leap over, and Nox, you sort of toss a spell up, and then you look over, to your left as this thing is coming in, and Cal kind of smashes into it and engages it. That is, 3 successes. So that is 4 points of damage. Nice.
And the fire.
Oh, and the fire. Yeah. And
then I'm going to use my metal to attack it again.
Okay.
Come on, big roll. No.
That's still 2 successes.
4 damage in total. Go. So, hitting this thing back, and again, to appreciate it may not seem like you're doing a lot of damage, but these things are the same size as Leisha. So these are fly demons that are 7 feet tall. Anything else, Cal?
No, that's it for this turn.
Alicia, back up. What are you doing?
All right. Metal up. The first thing I need to remember too is that she has bulwark, which I've been forgetting. So that's the same thing.
Yeah, if you're outnumbered, then you get the +1. Yeah.
Well, two or more enemies are within close range of me. Yeah. So.
Oh, is that the way it works?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 need to be within close range though, because they've been kind of keeping separate. You guys are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Cal, your ability, the Shining Guard or Shining Company thing, does that require the ally to be in close range, or medium range, or same zone?
Close range.
So then all these things will be in close range. So both of you guys will be benefiting from bulwark right now.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
So she, seeing Nox's current condition, does 2 things. The first thing she does is cast Healing Spirit again.
Okay.
That's a 5-1 test for devotion. Target DN 5.
Come on.
Oh, with a -1 because she's poisoned. All right.
Can you get a second one out of that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So that's 2. So everyone heals 2.
Yep.
Oh, not everyone, but everyone in the zone. Everyone who's not aloft by a jetpack.
Yeah.
Yep. Then she is going to do her talent, which I guess this counts as an action. Yeah, as an action. She yells at the creature on Nox. So this is her second action using metal. Basically, heroic challenge. Like, come on.
What does it do?
Well, I will.
I can't remember if you can share talents with this sheet or not.
No, but
You should be able to. There's a chat bubble to the right of it.
Oh, okay. Yep. There it is.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Choose an action in medium range if they attack any target other than you. Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, that means now that she's still got the one on her, and then possibly this one, but we'll see.
All right.
And that's her action.
Then
that helps a lot.
it is Cal's turn. Or not Cal's turn. It is the fly's turn. All right. So this thing takes 1 point of damage first. And then we'll attack Cal. Your bulwark is in play, so I have 4s to hit you this time. Let's see.
Wait. No, then I'm at superb. Is that force?
Oh, because you got the Shining Company increase yours as well?
Yeah, it also we all fight as a unit.
Fuck.
And
So I need 5s. So that is only 4 damage.
Nice.
It is rending 1 though. So if your armor
and no armor left after this.
Okay.
So I take 3 and then go to 1 armor.
All right. And then Leisha's not benefiting from the Shiny Company right now, right? No. Okay, so then great. So again, I need 4s on this. That's a terrible roll. That is 5 points of damage, Leisha.
But she does have bulwark.
I've included that.
Okay. Yeah. She was great to begin with, so shouldn't that take her to superb?
Are you great to begin with? Oh, sorry, yep. I thought you were good to begin with. Yeah, then I need 5s to hit you. That is 2, so 4 points of damage.
4 points damage minus 3 is 1. Okay.
Nice. All right, and then that's it for the flies. And although I need for Leisha, Cal, did you take damage too?
Mm-hmm.
Both of you need to give us fortitude saves, please.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And target number
4. Quattro.
Okay. Come on. Oh, and minus 1 because she... No,
you're not poisoned anymore. Yeah, end of your turn is when it goes.
Now I am. Yeah.
Okay, 1 success with 1 focus point. Did I get it? Did I roll?
You need 3 successes anyway.
Okay.
You did not roll, no.
Is there... We'll try that again.
Is there a pop-up that's hidden somewhere?
Yeah, I don't think so. So you said 4, right? Target DN is 4 or 5?
4.
No bonus.
Hey.
Nice. Holy shit. Yeah, you're not being affected by that anymore. All right, so you shake off that. Then, once again, we're up to Durek. What are you doing?
All right, so now I'm going to come flying back in.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, there's 3. So, yeah.
With exactly that laugh.
What's that?
With exactly that laugh.
Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack that one that's wounded the worst there.
Okay.
Get the saw on. Target number 5. Minus 1. Go gadgets. Right 2.
Okay. Not minus 1 because you're not poisoned any longer.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't hit last round.
Well, shit.
Give us a D6 roll.
Yeah. Oh, just a D6? Okay.
Yeah. And if it's a 5 or higher, that'll be 1 more success.
Or 4 higher.
5.
Focus. Oh, darn.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Focus but unfortunately.
John, maybe just let them do the math if they want instead, just because you're kind of doing it ahead of everybody else. Let folks play their characters. That is 3 damage then, and you rolled 2 6s, so you carve away. This thing has no armor any longer either.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was one I wasn't fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is 3 points of damage. But he did get the armor for the first hit. You have 1 medal as well, Durek.
Yeah. Here we go again, back in the other direction.
Come on.
This is 5 and no modifier. Woohoo!
Oh.
And that was just a whole bunch. Well, I get 1.
Okay. Which counts because that's 2 points of damage then, and it has no armor currently. So it's just disgusting, maggot-filled, corrupted flesh. Do you call it flesh of what's inside an insect? Pulp, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's nasty.
Yeah. And it's also spraying all across Leisha's armor right now. So then, Durek, that is it for you. Nox, what are you doing?
Alrighty. Well, there's obviously one that's weakened, and Nox is anything but a still killer. But he's going to try to kill it.
Okay.
So he's going to try to arcane bolt it.
Got it.
And I am currently poisoned.
You weren't hit last round. No.
Oh, I wasn't. Okay.
Damn.
That'll get me 5 successes.
Nice. All right, so you blast through this thing, and it's still smoldering corpse hits the ground. You want to spend that metal?
Yeah, I'll spend it and I'll toss another one at the last one that's there.
Okay. Come on. Nice. How many total?
I just needed a 4, so the last one was a 1, so it's only 5 successes.
Only 5. Okay, so that is 5 damage. Holy smokes! Look at this. What do your arcane bolts look like again?
Everything around him is like fire and forge based, so it's like metal shrapnel wrapped in fire, and then they just whip out and just. I imagine when they hit the metal just fragments on them and bounces off, but it punches the fire into them and leaves sizzling pop
Awesome.
marks.
All right. Then you could, in theory, move out of the zone if you'd like, or do you want to stay near where Cal is to keep that defense up?
Yeah, between my Mystic Shield one more round and Cal's defense, I'm gonna stay near him.
Good call. Okay. Cal, what are you doing? Get your medal back.
Yeah, get my medal back. Let's try and finish this last guy off.
Okay.
So,
Difficulty be a
Elven
5.
Longsword.
Oh yeah, last round of fire, by the way.
And I am poisoned, unfortunately.
Okay. Ooh. Can your focus points make that more?
2.
One more.
One more.
Right?
Okay.
Oh. Do they just add one to one? One for one?
One for one, and you can split them up if you choose to.
Yeah, no, I had 1 before. So.
Okay, so it's 2 points of damage.
And this is the last round of fire, correct?
Oh, yeah, right, fire as well.
Infernal Blades go away on my next turn.
Okay.
And then use my metal and try again.
Okay.
Target 5 minus 1 dice. Oh,
Oof. How many can you squeeze out of that?
it's just the 2 still.
Oh, yeah, you. Oof. 2 6s, though. All right, so then that is 3 points of damage. 4 with the fire. So there we go. All right, then Leisha, what are you doing? Oh, and sorry, were you using your Shining Company as well?
Oh, yeah, maintaining that.
Okay. Leisha, get 1 medal back. What are you doing?
Well, she's still a touch worried about Nox, even though. Now, okay, so this hero challenge just lasts 1 turn, or for the rest? Oh, it lasts until
End of the combat.
Okay, so she's not going to worry about that. She is going to cast the Healing Spirit 1 more time.
Okay.
Use her medal. Even though she kind of feels like, yeah, we better just kill this thing, but at the same time.
The theme this weekend is just paladins spamming heals. So.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Okay.
Well, if she gets it, it's just 1 success.
In theory, you could spend your medal to add your soul to the amount healed too.
No, she's gonna, because she's already decided she's going to swing at this guy too.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
so
and
everybody gets one
Durek
back.
gets 1 back too, because Durek's in the zone now.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I mean, Durek's always in the zone, but
Yeah. Derek's in the zone. All right, and so she then swings.
okay.
Long sword.
Difficulty 5,
No-
and you are
no
poisoned.
modifiers. So, did I get 1 more success? Yes, I got 2 successes.
Okay, so that's 3 damage, 4 with the fire. So there we go. Look at that. All right. So on this thing's turn, it uses its action to put out the flames, and then it's going to try and flee once again. So you get an attack of opportunity on it.
Yeah, I want to try and stop this thing from telling its bosses.
Eviscerated.
Oh man!
How many total?
Nice. It's still 4. I can't change the last one's a 2. So.
Okay. So that is, more than enough damage. What does it look like as you take this last one down?
Just, it turns its back, and I just slice all the way down, cutting it open.
All right. And with that thing down, the droning goes back down to the ambient level it was at before. Let's talk about first aid, guys.
Yeah. So as the fire gutters out from you guys' weapons, you guys see like Nox slump to the ground, just they're dead.
All right, healing. An ally within close range of you can make a medicine check. Well, that's if you're dying. Hold up. Okay, so healing. Taking a breather, you spend 10 minutes. You recover all of your toughness. And... Oh. And then wounds. Remember how wounds heal.
I think it's on rest or specific magic.
Okay. Any of your
I think we can
rest...
consume like drops or something to do it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you clear one space in your wound track during like when you spend a rest.
Like the 10-minute rest?
No, a long rest.
Okay, long rest.
So technically, take a breather is the 10-minute rest, and then a rest is actually bedding down and getting some sleep. Okay, so then, guys, what does anyone have any magic that can try and heal wounds?
No.
No magic here.
It's 100 drops of Aqua Garanas to
Don't believe I have that many.
clear one space on your wound track.
Alicia would offer to give Nox some, but I need to see how much I have. I have 85. How much do you have, Nox?
85.
I'll give you 15 for one.
Sure.
One wound. Okay.
I'm down to no drops and 2 wounds.
Okay. There we go. All right. So then, if there's nothing else, you guys can spend the rest of the time necessary to continue administering your healing. Cal and Durek, what are you thinking now, having Alicia and Nox are going to be back busy with their task? You were the ones who were keeping watch here, and I think it was Cal who heard this thing coming, right? No, it was Durek.
Yeah.
Who heard it coming. What do you have to say to one another, having seen this? Because this is going to be, as a reminder, you're going to have to pass through the flooded square and through the gates in order to bring these people back. Any strategies you wish to employ? Everyone's metal goes back to full, too.
What was in the flooded place again?
Or Seeping Square. The Seeping Square is where you face those bile pipers and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
But we did trash a bunch of stuff there, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The fireballs did fly. I mean, it's possible they haven't had time to retake it, but we can get through the gates.
Yeah, I mean, we can't leave these people to try and get out on their own.
No.
I mean, well, we could, but I don't think none of us would allow that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I say we lead them out. We have to take them. We have to take them back. Yeah.
It's too dangerous, yeah.
To be honest, I would not mind resting. I know it allows them to reinforce, but I'm not sure that. And she thinks about it. She says, "I'm not sure that chaos cares so much about reinforcing as attacking as many places as possible. So
yeah,
we could hope, we could pray to Sigmar and Grungni that that when we come back, it will be no stronger than it currently is. But at the very least, we have removed a way for them to cause more pain and suffering within when we come back.
To give you guys another insight into the game mechanics, so the toughness of those things you faced, they may have seemed more challenging than the last batch you faced. It's because they have a quality where I get to add the doom to their toughness. So the higher the doom, the more challenging these adversaries are. Had you just left these people to their fate, doom would have gone up by one more. Because you're freeing them, getting them out of here will reduce the doom by one. Bringing them back to Adagrim will reduce the doom by one more.
Oh yeah, it's probably worth. Yeah, let's do it.
I wanted to get them back regardless of the doom total.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. But mechanically, at least that helps us as well, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, once you're concluded your tasks, there's just shy of 100 Dwarden who are all being infected in here too. And from what they they have not been elsewhere, but they said that they described for you what the assault was like. There's unfortunately many of them and their Sylvaneth brethren who were taken alive. They're not sure what's happened to the Sylvaneth, but they think they've been taken for other things or to be further corrupted in some other way. What's your plan for getting to the Seeping Square, guys? Are we trying discretion once again, or
well, we do have to summon lights. The Dwarden can see in the dark, right? Or do they have dark vision?
I don't think they can, because that's actually a talent.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like an innate thing. I'll go double check, but
they do not know. I know because they're descendants of it in the fiction in Warhammer Fantasy. They talk about having these lights that they build in their underground tunnels, and you wouldn't have that if you didn't need them.
Gotcha.
Because they lament that some of the goblins were destroying them because the dwarves in that have lost the knowledge of how to craft those lights. So every one of them that goes out forever.
Gotcha. Well, if we're traveling with lights, it's going to be less stealthy than we prefer. And Nox will his light illuminates an entire zone, and he moves it as they move. So he's going to try to keep their spirits up and with the light.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. We'll have to fight if we'll have to fight, but
try to be as stealthy as possible, but not go too fast, because with their crippled limbs or distorted limbs and Nox's wounds, he doesn't want to go too quickly.
Sure. What are if Nox is leading with the light, what about the rest of the binding? What are you guys doing? Where will we see you as you're making your way through the root halls and back up into the Seeping Square?
Well, Alicia would like to be near Nox, so she's directly behind, even though she's not part of the binding.
Okay.
That is very appreciated.
I think I'm going to be in the back, just making sure everybody kind of in the group kind of makes it forward.
Okay. And Cal?
I guess that would probably leave me somewhere right at the front.
Okay.
Yeah, Nox will be traveling, with his witch side as well. Just paired. He's going to be mumbling to himself a lot of the way. He's just talking out loud about what he sees and how the Aether is shifting, because he's instinctively trying to guide us through the place without too much corruption touching us.
So let's have then Cal made our first roll. Alicia, give us a D6, and Nox, give us a D6, please.
2.
6.
Uh-oh.
So as you guys are traveling up, perhaps because you found it potentially saved your life, because that one extra damage wouldn't have made a difference. It still would have just been a deadly wound. But Nox, you are making your way through the last bit of this, and you happen to notice through the last bit of the root halls, and you happen to notice this overturned cart And sitting in the overturned cart, you happen to see the same markings on the outside of a Quicksilver honey container that you had found in Adagrim's camp. There's another little, like, barrel of it that seems to have survived. The other barrels are smashed and the cart itself is rendered useless, but there's a little cask, like a demi-keg kind of thing, that likely has between 5 and 10 portions of Quicksilver honey in it.
This will be useful to us or even Adagrim's camp. I say we take it, and if we can't carry it, at least maybe some of the survivors are strong enough to carry it a little bit, and we just haul it back with us.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we roll to see how many doses we get?
So then that brings you into the seeping square, and the stink of that is a whole different quality, the open sewer quality and stagnant water to the rot that has infected the root halls. But fortunately, there is no, there doesn't appear to be anyone here. Your forces, they have not supplemented it, and if there is some kind of response, they are elsewhere in Karaznethil and not here. So you guys can picture, scrambling through here. Now, do you have any strategy for getting these folk through this sickly water, or do you just hope that they can get through quickly?
How many of them do we have?
Just shy of 100.
Is there a way to pick our way across without dunking ourselves? Or, because I know last time Leisha carried me across.
Yeah, I flew across, I'm sure.
I mean, oh man, it would take forever to carry them all back and forth.
Yep.
I have nothing to cleanse the water, not for any length of time.
No, and this is such a huge area too. There are 3 greater demons of Nurgle lurking somewhere in here as well. So that if you take the time, there's a chance that they may stumble across you, or more of the forces like the rot flies. If you just risk it, then.
Well, this is the reason why I put marks in the body, right? Fortitude.
So, hold on a sec, though. So is there any way that some of us could cut down a couple of trees and we can carry them into it? Like,
are the trees here like infused with metal, though?
That's true. That's right. This is Shama.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Durek's axe will get through it, or whatever his chainsaw, but it'll be loud.
Like how far do we have to cover too? Like it's
a large area.
It's a large open area. The way we were describing is kind of like a food court size, or like some large sprawling kind of plaza. That this is supposed to be the place that welcomes people. And overhead there's that rune choked open portal that would normally open and greet Caradron Overlord skyships.
Is there any way we could get some sort of how high up is that?
That is probably 100 feet. What are you thinking?
How tall are the trees? I'm trying to see if there's any way we could somehow get a tree in here and just angle it so that people could climb out.
Is there a canopy up there?
So if what you're thinking to do is kind of covering some areas so they're not exposed to it, I think there probably is. But you've got enough stuff with you, especially with Durek. Durek is oh shit, Durek, you've got that ability to recover armor too, don't you? Or to repair?
No, that's a combat ability. So you can take an action to repair armor in combat, but after the combat ends, the armor goes back to whatever.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense. All right. Then
I think I have to take an endeavor to actually repair it, I think.
Yeah. Shit. So then you guys...
I have an idea, but in typical Nox fashion, it is risky. I have this talent called Forbidden Knowledge, or I can double my training Arcana when making tests, but if I fail, I carelessly bring something darker into the world and increase the doom value by 1. Thinking, narratively speaking, he might be able to use his witch sight combined with his arcane knowledge to create maybe to concentrate the sewage or dark corruption away from a small path to lead us through. But, that comes with the risk of raising the doom value.
I buy that.
I mean, it seems kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
But it fits everything in my mind.
Okay. So Nox, and playing up to his namesake, Nox, why don't you give us let's see here. Where's our skill
It only
list
works
here?
if it's an Arcana, because that's the only thing I can use for it.
Okay, so it would be Arcana. I'm trying to decide. Let's make it a 5.
Okay.
Okay,
And how many successes do I need?
Just checking here. How many dice do you have?
Arcana is based on soul. I have 2 training and 2 soul, so I have 4 dice.
4 dice.
But I double my training, so I get 6 dice.
6 dice. Okay. Let's make it. Yeah, let's make it difficulty 4, and you need 3 successes.
4 and 3 successes. Okay, that's risky.
Yeah.
Well, it's risky enough.
It's actually
that it might
easy.
Work, so
So
yeah.
one of the things that's very cool in the rule book as well as the screen, they give you a chart that kind of sets probabilities.
So 3 successes, DN 4.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. 2 for my bonus. There we go. Because I double my training.
Okay. There you go. What does it look like, Nox, as you're leading the way for all these folk?
Yeah, he comes over there, and we're like, this is like Moses in the Red Sea kind of thing, but much smaller scale.
Yeah.
But his eyes start blazing as he attunes himself with the corruption that is just seeping around, and he just reaches a hand out and says, "Open." And you see like this black sludge pull away from the water in a line maybe all the way down 10 foot wide, and it's just roiling along the edges. And he's like, "Follow me. I can only hold it so long."
Okay. And the Pharaoh's forces are coming. So you guys begin making your way out, and you can picture this is that shot from Batman or the Batman where like the crowd kind of parts and everyone is following behind Nox. Durek is his jetpack keeping him Skyrigger platform. Stop calling it a jetpack.
The energy coming off Nox, it's all the fire and the flames, but it's got this dark tinge to it because he's cycling the corruption through and away from him.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it off of him.
All right. Then let's do, when you reach the gates of First Welcome, Durek, would you give us a 2d6 roll, please?
2d6.
You can tell it took a toll on him at the end. Maybe not mechanically, but mentally.
Yeah. 1 and a 3. Okay.
All for you, George.
So then, Cal, you were the one who was leading along here. You guys, this takes probably 20 minutes or so to cross the gates of First Welcome with all that number of people at the pace that Nox is able to clear. You guys are leaving. You're coming to the gates of First Welcome, and what? Let me make sure I got the right critter here.
No, critter.
Where's my bestiary? Man, the fights are a lot of fun in this game.
They are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I dig this system. I like the system.
Yeah.
100%.
It's always scary being the squishy wizard, though. So.
But think of how much badass shit you're able to pull off as the wizard, though. Like augmenting everyone's damage and doing a ton of AoE stuff.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite archetypes for playing. Your damage is my damage. Honestly, I think Infernal Blades is my hardest spell to cast too.
Oh, is it? Is it like 3 successes, isn't it?
3 successes, and I got a 5 to get it. So
yeah. So I'm trying to find where this all the chaos creatures, whichever thing they're with, they tend to have that. You know, like we're all North Americans here. In North American suburbs, where you have like it's they pick one prefix and then that's everything afterwards. It's like white bone clothes, white bone street, white bone boulevard. That's everything. It's plague something is everything that works for Nurgle. So, so here's what you find, Cal, is there are 3... Do I have a handout for this yet? Oh, I don't. Is it? Okay. There are 3 of the smaller blasphemous servants of Nurgle. Let me show you what they look like. They seem oblivious to you, though, because they are just busy puking onto the remains of those Nurglings that you guys carved apart. Unloading the contents of their wretched guts to try and reanimate their fallen comrades. And they look like... Where are we here? Should make note of the actual names of these things.
I'll name them something weird so you can't find them later.
Yeah, well, when I load the images, I typically I'm quite careful with naming them properly. It's the handouts I definitely name like an idiot, but.
Or I'm just the opposite. I just load it with any particular name and then create the handout specifically.
I've learned.
Which is
I have
great
learned
for
my lesson
one game, but when you go to another game and you want to use the same picture, you just can't find it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I fortunately have a bunch of things to name, like, certain broad categories I've loaded over and over again, so I can find a selection of them when I need it now. But, oops. There we go. So there are 3 of these things that you can see, Cal. And while these all look awful, and it's their guts that are like trembling and gyrating as it seemingly continues to puke out down onto the remains of those Nurglings. And these things are right here. They are about the size of a scrawny human. So they're not particularly big, but they do seem distracted right now. I think you're at extreme range right now before they would notice you. So I think that's... Where's my GM screen?
Oh, man.
Not possible to sneak past them, is it?
It's possible to. The reason I wanted to set you at that range because they haven't noticed you all yet. Although with 100 people, that will definitely be a challenging task.
I was thinking.
So here we go, range. It's about so 3 zones away, Cal. What do you say? You have faced these things. I know it's been a number of months, and you face a lot of these things. These are very easy to defeat.
Yeah, I would probably whisper to everyone, and I would point out to my allies over there. Haven't spotted us yet. Should we kill them?
I don't know. We risk being noisy and...
Yeah, unfortunately, they're out of fireball range.
The more we kill now, the less we must fight later.
True, but they could come after our charges. Should we just wait, say an hour, if they haven't seen us yet? If we can back off and...
No, I think I think what they're doing is resuscitating those snurglings from before.
Then it's best to stop them of their work.
Agreed.
Let us make a move.
All right, let's drop into initiative order. Everyone can kind of click on initiative. Sorry. There we go. Somebody sat up too late playing video games.
Guilty.
Well, I meant me. Sorry, John. I wasn't calling you out on that.
After our game last night, Skyrim was calling my name, and then all of a sudden I blinked.
Nice.
And, oh crap! It's 1 o'clock.
Oh, so on Monday, John, I've got a German RPG called The Dark Eye showing up. And I think that this is going to have, it is crunchy as fuck. It is low fantasy. And I think it is something that would definitely call your name. It is calling mine.
What is it called?
The Dark Eye. Das Schwarze Augen. Yes, it's the RPG. It's published, Will, by the same, so Ulysses Spiele is the publisher for it. It's the same, like I got PDF versions as well, because I couldn't wait and I wanted to see what was going on. It's more crunchy than what the Fading Suns is, but it's the same level of supplements and like accessories and shit that it has. So I have not gone bonkers yet. I want to get it to the table to see what the game's like, but like, oh man, there's like talent card deck and spell card deck and miracle decks and advanced rules, and like there's a ton of fucking cool stuff for it. And the neat thing is it's for 20 years or more than 20 years, the story in the setting advances along with adventures that happen.
Nice.
So it's an evolving world as well too, to keep you kind of engaged with it. But
I'm sorry. So I have some of the Dark Eye. I've always been interested in it. But what did you actually get?
5th edition. I got the core book. Okay. I got the Aventuria Almanac, and I got the Aventuria Bestiary in digest size. I got the little ones to give a taste for it. But
I've always I played some video games based on it way back.
Yeah. I've never played them, but I've heard that like that was an entry point for some folks too. Yeah, cool. All right, so then, Jurek, you're up first. What are you doing? And remember, you can move, because of the speed of your Skyrigger rig, you can move 2 zones as a move.
Okay, and you said they're medium, right? So
they are extreme right now. So they are 3 zones away from you.
Okay, well, I could start moving in that direction.
If you move 2 in, they'd be 2 zones away. They'd be 1 zone away. They would be at medium range after your move.
Yeah, see, I don't want to use every weapon I have except my Warhammer is loud.
What is your rapid fire? Because your rivet gun, doesn't that do... Isn't that...
Yeah, but it's loud too.
Oh.
Well, we are at the gates, right?
And loud only alerts everything in long range.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean everything in the complex.
Okay.
And long range is 2 zones away.
All right. Well, then let's attack with the rivet gun, especially since I'm up first and it's got the spread quality.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
What's the target number there, Kevin?
The target number for these chumps is gonna be a 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like this. This is exciting.
Here we go.
Well, these ones are the easier
way better
ones.
than a 5.
Whoa.
Nice.
So that's 4 successes total.
5 damage. And the others
check
take
what spread does real quick.
half damage for everything in close range.
Is that what it is? It's half damage? Okay.
Yeah. They can make a body reflexes test opposed by your attack roll to avoid taking damage. I'm going to increase the difficulty, not the difficulty, the scale. I can't remember what the other thing is called, but it's going to require 2 successes in order to avoid this, because they were unaware. Their body is... Ooh, not good. Not good, not good. Oh, but they do have fortitude. Wait. No, it's body reflexes.
It's body reflexes.
Yeah, they do not have that.
They have a higher defense than the target. So
Okay, and
it's a 4-1.
Failed. All right, none of them got enough text. So, Durak, why don't you describe for it what it looks like as you just come and take out all three of them?
He just, he flies in there and he's got that gun, and he just looks down at him and is like, of course, he's got his mask on, but he's just angry inside and just squeezes that trigger and just,
Nice.
and they just
explode. Yeah, so there's this, this spray as the ground around them explodes up as well, and all of them are left on the ground, leaking out that disgusting bile that they were spewing onto their comrades.
We're discussing going to kill them, and we all get ready, and Durek's already flying off, and well, that works.
some good initiative rolls today. I really have.
Okay, so that thing, with that, they're dead. That means you guys are going to be able to lead these out into the groves. So why don't we do, let's hear, we'll go back to the start here. Jeffrey, give us a 2d6 roll, please.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, tell us about what your strategy is going to be for trying to find King Adagrim, or are you just going to hope to sort of move around and wait for him to find you once again?
Well, considering last time I tried to use some of my witch sight to lock on to their magic signature, that's probably what Nox is going to do again now that he's more familiar with it.
Okay.
Maybe kind of use it as a compass to guide us in the right direction.
Okay.
If it helps.
And because you learned a spell or two from one of the branch witches, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked with them because they were keeping some of the corruption at bay, and I just refined it with a bright wizard technique to create a zone effect.
Let's decrease the difficulty on that to a 4 then. So give us an awareness check then, please, Nox, at a 4.
Awareness.
You got this.
And 4. Oh, my mind is very high. Of course. I got 1 success.
Okay. All right, so you are, that's one of the way along. Do Durek, Alicia, or Cal, do you have anything you wish to do for this first day of travel to try and, if not return to Adagrim's camp, then at least draw their attention? Now, I'm pretty open here. I'm looking for a total of 5 successes. You have 1 success thus far.
I think that Cal is more of a scout as far as scouting ahead and, looking for trouble, that kind of thing.
Are you thinking awareness, maybe?
Yeah. Not amazing at it, but
survival you could try as well.
I guess I have 1 survival, so that might help. Target number is 4, right?
Target number is 5 for you normally, 4 for Nox because
5. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this place is pretty. One more success.
1 more.
Okay, 3 more to go between Leisha and Durek. What are you guys thinking?
I was thinking maybe I could use intuition. Successful intuition tests can give you information about an area beyond that which you merely see.
Yeah, I buy that.
I think I'm going to try that.
Yeah, because there's the what do you call it? They're not the Rangers, but there's maybe they are called Rangers. The Kurnoth Hunters, the Branch Witches, and then the Snipers as well. The Sniper Rangers. So go ahead and give us, that'd be a difficulty 5 once again.
5? Okay.
Unless did Durek spend any time with the Kurnoth Hunters or the Snipers?
I have no idea.
He was
when he was at
repairing
Adagrim's camp?
and creating his blast thing.
Let's say it's a 4, because you also were. What did you do during your endeavor last time? Was it crafting stuff?
I worked on my armor. It's probably what I did because you've got to maintain it.
And you made those, I think 2 of those drill heads.
Right.
Because I remember helping you with one of those.
Times I made the drill heads too. That's right.
Yeah, so let's say it's a DN4.
Okay.
Because you'd spent some time with the sniper hunters. Sniper rangers, sorry.
There we go.
Guys, you lead these survivors back. The doom goes down.
Nice.
So, and so we're a little bit early right now, but we can award XP and we can talk about your endeavors for this, because I'm assuming you're going to take a little bit of time to recover at Adagrim's camp before setting out once again. So first off, everyone's going to be able to heal, so you can clear out your wounds and whatnot,
Nice.
and put your toughness back up to the maximum. You guys will gain...
Can we repair our armor?
Yeah, that's the next thing I got to look at.
Yes.
I'll have to figure that out.
Like, I don't think that should take a full... Repair equipment, 159.
Okay, that's what I was just looking for.
So to repair, you need smith's tools or currency to pay for repairs. I think that because of the... like, you're welcome to take the lead to try and repair this stuff, but if you'd like, those of... Like, Durek does have crafting. There are others who can repair your armor for you here, and they will not charge you. You saved 100 souls from
That's
that
true.
thing. They are going to be grateful. You need not spend anything. So any armor that needs repairing, you guys will be able to have that done gratis by these folks. So, and that will not take up your time. The endeavors are on page, starting on page 156.
There it is.
You'll each have time to do one, and there's also in the Champions of Order has some other endeavors.
Yep.
Minimum one, but how much time? I guess first off, are there 2 endeavors that any of your characters wish to try and get? I think.
Oh yeah.
Learning spells is one, right?
There's one of them, yes.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? You can do up to 3 weeks of downtime here.
I'm good with that because 1 week to maintain my armor and then 1 week for 2 more drill heads.
Okay.
And I believe we did we say that it didn't make sense for Alicia to have to do the return to her Stormhost endeavor? Or...
Oh yeah, I think it would be communing. We'll reduce it by 1 just because you'll have been communing with Sigmar rather than.
Okay. All right. But she, but that would be one of her endeavors.
Okay, so that would leave 2 options then.
Yeah. Are we doing 3 or just 1?
You have 3 in total. 1 of yours would be reduced for communing with Sigmar, which means you got 2 that you can decide to do stuff with.
Yep, I'll look at this a little more.
While you're doing that, I'm going to tell you how much XP you guys are getting. I think you're going to get 2 XP for today because you did achieve your goal, your new short-term goal of saving these people. You're also lowering the doom by doing so, by returning them back to here. So we'll say 2 XP for today. Anyone else have any ideas for what they want to do with their endeavors?
Yeah, Nox definitely wants to try to learn a spell, but he also wants to take, like, his first one is just to recuperate. Just because he attempted forbidden magic or forbidden knowledge, and he just feels this. It's just narratively the slime of all of it.
Yeah.
But it also recuperates one soul fire if I do that. So
love it.
I think that's what he's going to do his first one.
Okay.
Just kind of cleansing himself before he, because I think one of the risks of him doing it might have been, they sent your presence, or now you become a link to the corruption. So
yeah, if it was a link to you, like how would you safely go back to the camp then?
Exactly.
Right. So okay, so that'd be recuperate or restore. You can add one soul fire back to the mix. One is going to be your learning spell, so you got one free one. Jurek, you said you're crafting.
Yeah, so he did the 1 week of just maintaining his armor, and then he's doing the crafting. He's going to try and excuse me, he's going to try and get 2 drill heads, but we'll see. It's a 4/7 task. Yeah.
Right, for each of them.
And I get 3 rolls per week.
Okay, so why don't you give us your first week's rolls for crafting? That's. Can you squeeze a third out of that?
No.
Okay.
No. So
That's 2 for the first.
And shit.
You get one.
I can get 1 out of that.
So it's 3. And your final.
Yeah, this is what I ran into last time. I guess I can spend the XP now to up my crafting.
There you go.
go.
There's your 7.
Whew.
All right, first week is done.
Awesome.
And do you want to do your second week?
I was going to say, do you want me to do that now? Okay.
If you like, if you want to spend the XP to up, if you are going to up your crafting,
Yeah, could I do that? Is
Fuck
that
yeah.
agreeable?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that'll give me another die to roll in there. That'll help.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, going from a 1 to a 2.
Okay.
It's getting higher than 2 that takes a while.
Yeah. There's
There's
3
3.
already. Can you make that
Yeah.
4 with the focus?
Let's see here. Nope.
Okay.
5 and 2, 4.
So 3 with the first one.
5.
5 total.
6.
6
There's
total.
3 that are turning 4, so
Awesome.
doing pretty good.
Okay, so 1 more.
Come on, baby.
There you go. Got your 2 exploding heads, and your armor is up and running. Leisha and Cal, what are you guys thinking of spending your other free? Cal, you got 3, and Leisha, you've got 2.
So I know one thing that Leisha wants to do is do labor, which is because with 100 new folks here, even though they aren't making a permanent location, I'm sure there's a lot of work that needs to be done to incorporate them into the community. So that's what she will be attempting to do. She's asking no aid. The thing says, for your aid, you receive 200D of Aqua Garanis. I doubt that this group has that. She just simply wants to do it.
No, that's fine. Like that's perhaps it's like it's produced in some other way, or it's wrung out of something. They have very little things to spend on. So yeah, you can add 200 drops of Aqua Garanis.
Okay. And then the other thing she's going to do is attempt the prey endeavor.
Oh, okay.
Which basically means that the technical the actual mechanics are that once during your next adventure, you may use any miracle of your chosen god, even if you do not know it. But she has to do a 4/8 extended test with 3 tests.
All right. So body, mind, or soul devotion. What are you thinking? I mean, body, I think, is your highest score, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think her soul devotion, she has a focus.
Oh, okay.
So I think she's going to use that one.
So the focus would be linked to the skill, not to the stat. You can use whatever stat you like.
Okay. She's going to use soul anyway, because this is her highest this combination.
Yeah, so go ahead. You got 3 checks.
That's a 4, right? I said 4.
Difficulty 4, yeah. And you'll be 8 total.
There's 3.
3. Did you say you'd focus with this?
No. Well, only if I do the skill.
Roll devotion though, right? Not your stat.
Oh, I thought you said that. Okay. Okay. So in that case, she would have.
We'll just click on the skill devotion and make sure it's set to soul.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. So that one is only 2.
Okay. 2 more things. You need 6.
Okay. And devotion is 4. Sorry. Bonus. There we go. Another.
Are you kidding?
2? Nope.
Well, be 3 with the focus.
Maybe. Oh, would be 3 with focus? Yeah.
So it's 5.
So the last one.
Okay. You can only 3 more here.
She didn't get it. She was like within, yeah. If she had 2 focus points, she would have gotten it. But
yeah.
She was so close on that, but she's like,
Okay. So, why do you think Sigmar? Why do you think this was unsuccessful? Is it just the corrupting influence of chaos?
Possibly. Maybe mentally, emotionally, she's still a bit shaken by the whole experience. And so there's kind of this, it's like, if this is still going on, it's like, how much are we actually doing? Like, we're doing good, but there's stuff like this all over the world. So maybe just a brief, very tiny flicker of despair deep inside. Yeah.
And then Cal, what are you thinking for your endeavors? So, like, I think your maximum soul fire, for one thing you could easily choose, is a 3 because of the size of the binding.
Yeah.
You could choose to use one of them to recuperate as well, which would add 1 soul fire.
Yeah, we're 2 of 3 right now for soul fire.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So which one do I do? Which roll do I make?
No rolls. You just automatically.
Oh, that one, you just automatically do it. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And then I was just looking through them all. I don't know. Like, can't really see one that I would be that. I mean, probably maybe just fortifying the area. But I don't know if we have the materials.
I do have some materials to what is it? That I harvested from the Forge Drake that I could turn into Shamanite for my third week. That might help you.
Yeah, I mean, a Shamanite would definitely be. Lisha with her labor. If you're working with her, she generated 200 drops. Out of that, 200 drops could be used to create a minor hazard or difficult terrain, so like could further augment the defenses here. It wouldn't be. So that'd be a DN4. Do you have crafting, Cal?
I don't have crafting.
What's your body score then?
3.
So it'd be 3 checks or 3 tests, and you'd be looking for 8 successes for that one. You could only go for 100 drops, and then go for partial cover or lightly obscured.
Well, I just make progress on it, right? Like if we come back and do this again, I can finish it. If I don't complete it in this time,
I actually think it's an all or nothing. I think.
Okay.
Because you're going to go on your adventure next, right?
Right. And wait, I have 3 rolls to try and get 8 successes.
Yeah.
Of 4 or higher.
Instead of extracting the Forge Drake stuff, I could help you with that.
Here's another option, guys. Cleanse corruption.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, but it has to be the whole binding that does it as an
Yeah, it has
action.
to be everybody.
Yeah, but what it does, it reduces the doom by 1.
Oh, yeah. I'll still try it.
Okay. So then give us a body check at difficulty 4, please. You got 3 tests.
So if I just click body, does it do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And come on, luck. Look at that.
3 so far. You just need 5 more. 2 more rolls.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. Just come on, roll 20. You owe me.
That,
Oh my goodness.
only 3 more.
We do have Soulfire if you wanted to.
What does that do for this roll?
Makes them all 6s.
You would be using effectively one of your endeavors to try and succeed at a second one then.
Yeah, that's true. So I'll roll and see what happens.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3 dice above 4. Come on. You got this. It's just like rolling a 14 on your stat.
Oh,
Oh, come on, roll 20.
so close.
I feel your pain, Jeff.
7 out of 8. That is so annoying.
Okay, so you have been trying. Then, Nox, you have 1 more endeavor, I believe. Wait, Cal, no, you have 1 more as well.
Could I spend my endeavor helping him with that roll
Yeah.
for the fortifying? Because I'll do that just to give him
So
the extra
give us
success.
a crafting check, please.
Okay.
Body.
Crafting of body.
Actually, I think you can use. Hold up. I think you can use any stat with it, or there's at least 2 you can use with it. Where is it here? Because I think you've got both of your. Yeah, you can use mind crafting instead.
Okay, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. DN4.
There you go. So between the 2 of you, that leaves Cal. You have 1 more.
Yeah. The only other thing I could use is just learn another spell, and I think just 1 per and downtime is fine.
Okay. Only 1, or is it only 1 spell you get per endeavor?
It's only 1 per week is spent doing stuff. So,
Oh, okay,
and I wanted to
got it.
ask you, because it says I can learn any common spell or any of my school spell, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Any common spell, any school spell.
I think I'll labor because I'd like to replace that drops that we spent.
Sure. So then is it spent whether you succeed or not?
Oh shit! I just closed it.
I've got this book right here.
Oh yeah, I think they were the materials that I needed to do that, to build the thing that I made.
Okay.
The defenses.
Yeah. Okay. Then you get to 200 drops back.
Yeah, let's get back up to having value that we can spend again if we need to.
I'll ask the group, do you guys want to ride a giant phoenix spirit into battle, or do you want me to do a different spell?
We will leave that answer for another day. So you guys have your XP. But that brings us to the end of our first session of the Iron Groves of Karaznethil for 2025. Congratulations on saving a graduating class size bunch of Dwarden from the predations of the forces of Nurgle. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for part 8 of the Iron Groves of Karaznethil. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have channels dedicated to Warhammer games in general, because we run a lot of them on the channel. There's also channels dedicated to GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat, convention chat, find a group. Tons of great people over there, helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, and you are more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America, including the Dark Eye. If they do not have something in stock that you were looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they will send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserFrost, all caps, all one word. It's in the description of the video, and you will save yourself 10% in your purchase. That'll change as of January 15, 2025. So if you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos, and you'll see what the current discount code is there. Last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart soulbound heroes. So, Jeffrey, Robert, John, and Will, thank you so much for joining me back in the Mortal Realms today, guys. Congratulations on your first successful foray down into Karaznethil. Still no greater demons done yet, but I have faith for next time. For those listening at home, we'll be back in Karaznethil in 2 weeks' time, but until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our binding is encountering as they're trying to liberate and cleanse the iron groves of Karaznethil. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.